Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Dark Deity. I was debating on whether or not to play this, but we're getting really close to the end. It really feels like it. Yeah, we're close. I could feel it. We must be nearing the top of the tower. Do you think he's close to completing the ritual? He knows we defeated his revenant. He'll be doing everything he can to complete the ritual in time. Irving is right. The latent energy has been flowing around us feels stagnant now. I feel it too. It's like slowly converging somewhere above us. We're gonna gut him for what he did. The snake deserves to suffer. What he did to Sterling was unspeakable. Then to leverage it like that? I won't allow him a painless death. We can cast him into the staff, make him feel every pain that others had on his account. It could be done, but I think that would be a mistake. We have to remember who we're dealing with. It's about to destroy the Tazrael we know. For as long as we would have him in our custody, we'd risk letting it happen again. And for what? Revenge?
It's not that simple.
He doesn't even know what he's doing. I don't care much if he means it or not. A swift end is too kind. Yeah, but a slow end may not end. Irving's got the right mentality right here. Look, I love some righteous vengeance as much as the next gal, but we got a duty to everyone that got us here to do this right. Sterling wasn't the only one in Imperia and Akmos kept from the grace of death. Nor he the only one whose legacy had been waltzed upon. Far from it. I understand. What he did to my brother makes my heart rage against him. A part of me would jump at the chance to see his greatest pains realized. But we're no different than the countless widows and orphans he's created this year.
Still.
We may be the ones here, but we carry the soul he's harmed on his shoulders today. Every soul. We owe it to them to end this. I know we're all hurting. I love each and every one of you for caring as much as you do. But we don't get the luxury of rage. We can't face him down with anger. I'm going to give him another chance to surrender. He won't take it. No, he may not. But without mercy, who are we? We too have blood on our hands. More than any of us ever asked for. If we meet him in a fair fight, it's quite possible he can take us all at once. All the more reason to be measured.
Whatever it takes.
We do this together, like we've done everything that got us here. We protect each other, and if one of us falls, we fight that much harder to make sure that it isn't for nothing. This may be our last day, for all of us. Inferion expects us. I think we should take a moment to make peace with that now. Oh, dearie. At least you two got to level B. Hey, Fenton! Have you ever fought with a spear? I've fought with every weapon under the sky, or ground for that matter. Spears, axes, hammers, swords, halberds. If you can make it with good steel, I've swung it. But aren't spears hard for you to handle with your stature? We dwarves make our weapons to match our size, shorter handles and the like. Seems that would kind of miss the point of the weapon in general, but it's built for reach. That it is. But if you think about it, it's not such a problem when all your enemies are the same size. What about when they're not? Ah, yes. That is why we pride ourselves on our armor. A proper battle-ready dwarf is like a small mountain. Big folk, beasts alike. Big folk and beasts alike would have difficulty topping a fully armored dwarf. Why don't you have armor like that, then? Oh, sorry. Why don't you have armor like that? It keeps the sharp things away from the soft parts well enough, but let's just say dwarven armor isn't known for its mobility. I knew I'd be doing a fair bit of traveling surface side, so I needed something practical. Better hope no one tries to topple you.
I'm unstoppable.
They haven't had such luck yet. I've never been trampled either. Guess that's not something we have to worry about too much. With skills like ours, Benji, the field of battle is our domain.
Benji!
Yeah! Yeah, they actually do really fit.
Vista, I never had the chance to fight by your side until now. You're a natural on the battlefield, by sitting there and doing nothing and healing people and then running the fuck away.
The order.
I'm sorry. Like, what am I supposed to do about that information? Like, she doesn't actually fight because you don't want her near the battlegrounds. She's a healer.
The Mystic Council isn't the only secret society with extensive training. It appears not. It must have taken considerable effort to keep your skill sharp while attending to the temple in Ethlin.
I'm afraid not.
It isn't as difficult as you might think. Life of a priestess is governed by discipline. There were times for prayer, meals, services, everything really. It was just a matter of setting aside enough time for training. Then you've done it well enough.
Thank you.
You know, with everything that's happened, I'm surprised you haven't spent more time in Ithlin. It was a mistake not to. I grew up used to high-profile assassinations occurring at the behest of the council, or at least after looking the other way. But Festal's death was the first to blindside us in centuries. We observed none of the usual signs of instability in Delin, nor abnormal tensions in relations to Amor. It was an anomaly of the highest degree. The first of many. You suspect someone within the council may have been involved? Not necessarily. Just someone with enough perceptive? With enough perceptive. You mean perception, to know exactly how and when to strike, without a strong scent leading back to them. Between the two of us, I pray we'll be able to piece together the whole story. We will. Our partnership is steadfast, Vesta. If anyone can get to the bottom of it, it is us. Your confidence is inspiring. I only wish I shared it. Just give it time. Oh, hi, Rose. You two get to talk. Rose, I'm glad we found you in good health.
Thanks for the save.
Yeah, you all came just in time. Had any word gotten out beforehand about the executions? Yes, did anybody know Varric was planning to empty the entire prison? He was planning to execute everyone? That's what our intel has us to believe.
Forgive me.
That was not your impression? Not at all. I heard they plans to do away with a handful of disobedient prisoners, but nothing like that. I see. Either way, it's a good thing we didn't wait long enough for them to find out which was right. That's for sure. I'm sure you were frightened regardless. I know I would have been.
I guess so.
I tried to stick to the rules on the inside. The last thing I wanted to do was draw unnecessary attention to myself. I was too worried about getting picked, but it sounds like I should have been. There's no need to worry now. Not about that, anyway. Plenty of new dangers about, right?
That's correct.
Yes, that's right. You two! Now, Medivh. I've got a wee question I've always wanted to ask. Someone as wise and well-traveled as yourself.
Very well.
Please, ask, and I'll do my best to live up to your high expectations.
Huh?
Why is it in all my years of existence have I never seen a wrinkly elf? Surely they do age it eventually.
Actually,
You're wise to assume so, Fenton. Elves, like dwarves and humans, begin to show physical signs of old age in the last 20 to 40 years of their lives. However, since most live for centuries, even 40 years is but a fleeting comet in the night sky for the elf's life. As such, at any given point, only a small percentage of elven population even exists in its final stage, and many, quite vainly, I might add, even regard it as a shameful thing to see this way. Often, they retreat into their homes and take to the arts, quiet reflection, or writing of memoirs to pass their last remaining walk on this plane. Do you expect you'll be doing the same?
I think not.
While my legs can carry me, I will continue my field work. Even if my body should fail, I doubt I'll ever truly feel my work is done. So no plans of an early retirement? Not that I foresee. What of a half-elf like yourself, then? Do you expect your own life to be so generous in years? There are few among us, Amtera, but longevity tends to span the difference between elf and human lifespans. Oh, okay. So there's no way of knowing how long you'll have left before the end?
That's correct.
That's right.
Sergeant's beard!
I'd be in perpetual midlife crisis, I'd think. That's some way to live. Many dwarves and humans live much the same. In Telsril, we're all called to reflect on our mortality at an early age. We learn that each year, just as we pass the anniversary of our birth, we also pass the anniversary of our death, only without knowing.
That's a grim thought.
For the last few years, perhaps, but in time, for the first few years, perhaps, but in time, it remains one to live with intentionally.
Had a few.
Be that as it may, I think I'll stick with strong drinks and good friends on birthdays, thank you very much.
Yes, as it is your right. That emblem you carry, I know it well. Oh, sorry.
That emblem you carry, I know it well.
I wish I could say I'm surprised.
I suspect there's not much that surprises you, Grand Inquisitor.
That's correct.
Less and less, I'll admit. Though these times may be the strangest I've seen yet.
In how many years?
That's a rude question to ask, you know.
Forgive me. I do not deal in niceties. I have other expertise.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Less than 200 years.
Not by much, I'd wager.
Off you go.
Your coin is your wagers, assassin.
It would be the first time coin has passed between the hands of people like us. I might remind you.
I'm not sure I was in need of reminding.
Then you'll be glad to know that I agree to provide my services free of charge.
How reassuring. It's good to see you again, Medivh. It's been too long.
Actually,
Long for you, Libriv. For me, it feels like it feels fresh.
I'll keep that in mind.
Right, growing achy and old, and you're still a spring chicken. I'm still okay. I understand that you've spent most of your recent years in Arrogant Peak. Why?
The Eternals.
Official order of business. Can't say much more than that. I know the aspects were held there. They would not have seen someone of your rank. Grand Inquisitor back with all the questions again, huh? I am simply concerned for you. I remember the most radiant woman I've ever met. You were a force. Am I still not? Am I not still? You may still be as powerful, but the light inside you has dimmed. Your eyes do not carry the same ferocity they once did. Well, yeah. I grew up, learned control, learned patience. Good things to have. But they don't explain it all away. What happened at Arrogance Peak? Nothing at all, Meredith. Spent a decade brewing beer and mead with village idiots. It was wonderful.
Very well.
I see. You've calmed a bit in that time. As much as understandable. I still don't understand why you chose the post in the first place. Look, you knew me when I was at my most vulnerable. I was uncontrolled, I hurt people. I didn't want to risk continuing on that path. For 10 years? I got to stop in once in a while to see Sterling and Irving. Someone had to. Yes, Alistair was away with his duties, I'm aware. How I understand it, you should have been there as well.
It's not personal.
Can you just take a hint that I don't want to talk about it? I will. I'm sorry for the trouble. It is really good to see you. I do like that for all she was still like, can you not? Yeah. Alright, fine, pleasantry is over. Fuck off. What was Alistair like as a youth? I understand you two traveled together quite a bit. Your father was strong, both in stature and will. He commands respect with just his presence. Of the three of us, your father and your middle brother, Roth, went everywhere together.
Huh.
No one's ever told me about Roth before. Yes, well, some things change. I won't pry. Thank you. Anyway, Alistair was born to lead. He really was. He was sentimental, but willing to make the hard decisions. Of the three of us were capable of gratuitous violence. We were constantly called to perpetuate it in the name of public safety. Sounds like a dangerous combination. It was. Alistair kept me grounded. I could have drifted away as my power has increased, but he wouldn't let me. I am grateful for that every day, even if I would never tell him that. I expect you'll keep my secret. I'm sure he already knows. He seems perceptive. He is at that. Roth and I got held at a high standard as kids because Alistair was always standing out.
Sterling.
Sounds just like Sterling. He was just like Sterling. I'd expect to feel sad about it, but truthfully, that makes me happy. Helps me feel connected to Sterling, knowing that he's just like Alistair. I'll have someone to look to remind me of him. You know, you remind me a lot of Sterling yourself. Thank you, Aunt Liberty. So what do you make of all this destruction, Princess? You've gotten a pretty unique glimpse into your neighboring country, tearing itself apart from the inside out. I don't celebrate it, if that's what you're asking. The loss of every single life is a tragedy. I often think of Irving and his brother. Every time a life is taken, we must imagine that scene playing out with brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts. Yes, that news wasn't any easier for me to hear. I don't expect it was. But your uncle didn't appear to share your sentiments. No. He might have once, but after what happened to Alizra, Varric's own vengeful rage seems to have come over him like a plague. Then that is a real tragedy. Everything else is just a symptom. Did you know him well before all this? Better than most. I'm sure you will find what he's become practically unrecognizable. I'm struggling to understand it for a long time now, how it was possible. But now I think I do. No one should spend that much time looking at battle maps. You forget about the real people that live in those places, the real people that fight in your skirmishes. In a position like his, everyone's just a pawn on a war table. Sarah, people like you give me hope for our future. You flatter me, though I'm not sure it's warranted.
And here I thought I'd seen it all.
A few moments ago, I wouldn't have believed there was a drop of royal blood on Ethlin that wasn't boiling over with rage or tainted with corruption. Now, I can't be more confident of it. I couldn't be more confident of it. You'll make a great queen, if you ever are given the chance.
I'd be honored.
If the sun illuminates the path, I will follow it. In that case, I pray for clearer days. I don't think there's any left. Yay, Eric! Irving. I'm sorry, you had to see that to do that. I never judged anyone capable of that cruelty. Your brother,
Sterling.
No, that was not my brother. Whatever power we contended with, it controlled his deceased corpse like an empty vessel. But it was not him. I watched Sterling's soul depart from this world. That's not something I'll easily forget. No, I'm sure it isn't. You know what it's like, don't you? To have something so terrible burn so fiercely in the eye of your mind. Yes, catches me off guard now and then. But I still see flashes of the souls of Akmos' staff. I want to forget those sights, but every time I remember their ghastly faces, they seem to crystallize somehow. I don't know if I'll ever be free of them. We can try to forget Ellis. We can try to fill our minds with better and more pleasant things. But in all likelihood, as long as we live to sleep, they will return to haunt our nightmares and dreams. But when we wake, the choice is ours again. We choose how to spend our days. Where to direct our efforts and our eyes.
Still.
And right now, our eyes are fixed on justice. With everything we have, everything less is will all but ensure our defeat. You know, when enlisted on a whim, my friend's whim, really, I never could have guessed it would have come to this. That I'd be standing here in this place now.
No kidding.
Who could have? It's unimaginable. That's what makes it real, I suppose. Now Ephraim's had his go at conforming reality to his vision, to the benefit of no one but himself. It's time that came to an end.
Yes.
Yes, high time. Irving, do you remember when we liberated Devon, just before we launched our assault? You looked around to each of us and seemed to take us in, as if it might be the last time, when you called us to arms. I remember it well.
I'm with you.
That was the first time I felt like I was fighting in a war I believed in, under a leadership of someone I could trust. Even now, after all that, that feeling has not faded in the slightest. Then let's hope it's strong enough to get you past one more battle. I'm certain it is. To arms then, Ellis? To arms. That's a great end-off. You too. That's a fine blade, Brooke.
Thank you.
It is? Thanks. I picked it up at Caliban's, actually. I hardly touched it, and drew blood. Almost made me believe made me believe in love at first sight. I did a job in Caliban's not long before we met. Wealthiest target in some time. I don't normally linger at the scene, but there was an excellent view from his rooftop baths, and I was tired. Oh, that sounds really nice about right about now. But I thought Mr. Cold-Blooded Professional here didn't share stories about his clients. As long as they live. Natural causes, I'm assuming? Of course not. Who made it happen? His mother, without a doubt.
You can't be serious.
Brutal. It was typical inherited struggle. I was sent to remove the favored son. Doesn't sound like your client was in the second place. It would appear not. Let's hope Mama Bear doesn't turn her gaze on you next.
Not possible.
If she did, more likely, it would be to offer me a job. Assassins are seen as weapons and tools in the hands of those who wield them. In Naji, nothing more. Easier to find work when the clients don't take things too personally. Exactly. Wish the same could be said for Varen. I might have some trouble re-establishing myself there.
I believe so.
Then perhaps it's a boon for you to have found a new job on the road. I'm quite sure it is. You two. Rose. You were imprisoned at Dervin when we attacked it, yes? I was. When I was first... that's when I first met you all. Except Alexa, I mean. You had been there for a considerable time. Longer than I want to remember, that's for sure. Of course. I've been in many prisons. They are all of them derelict and inhospitable. You could say that again. I'm guessing you were locked up for work-related crimes?
You're mistaken.
No, I was never locked up. I thought you said you've been in many prisons. Yes, I had many targets within their walls. Oh, got it. That makes sense. Wait, so you broke in and out of prisons multiple times? From the outside, with the right tools, it's not as hard as many seem. That's pretty impressive by my book. I wouldn't know the first thing about even doing it once. The skills you would need can be taught. Are you offering? Could be. Thanks for it. But I think at this point, a better strategy is to stay out of the captivity altogether. As long as that is achievable, but you never know when you may need such skills. That's true. You never know. With everything that's going on right now, though, I think there's a chance I'm willing to take. Suit yourself. That's kind of cute that he's willing to teach her. Yay, Rose! You got to talk to so many people! Rose, how are you? I hope Monroe's not being too much of a pain still. I think I figured him out. Once he's talking about himself, he's happy as a rat in a cheese cave. Yep, that's the nobleman I know. Are they all like that? Nobles? Some like Monroe would have you think that, but that's not true at all. Some of them try to stick to their own values and actually take care of their subjects. Still, I imagine it's easy to let greed get the better of you when you're sitting on all that gold. You're probably right about that. My father was always funny about money. He never wanted to see it, especially if any profits were being delivered to our coffers. He used to say if he saw it, he'd forget how to spend it. So instead, he just instructed his steward to allocate the funds the way he wanted. I didn't know your father was a noble. He must have been pretty well off in Nilris. You'd be surprised. Some nobles are in more debt than all their indentured serfs put together. Really? How does that happen? A new generation comes along and squanders their family's wealth. Art collecting, horse trading, wild parties, gambling too. A lot of them really love their cards. I would have never guessed. The lifestyle, sure, but being totally broke? That sounds like your parents weren't that way though, thankfully. No, they weren't. I was very blessed. They liked to enjoy things, that's for sure, but it was always important to my father that the people in his brandonery were safe. Is that where you get it from? Get what from? Your instinct to protect your friends. I guess so. I never thought about it much about it like that. Well, I'll have to thank him then, if I ever get the chance. His example probably saved... You didn't need two E's there. My life a couple of times. Come on. You've gotten me out of more than a few close calls yourself. Good. That's the way it should be. That's it? Sweet. Awesome. A lot of talking. Oh my god. Alright, upgrades. We are not fucking around this time, so... Yeah, you only need that. The fact that I upgraded anything else was kind of pointless. Oh wait, no, I upgraded the other stuff because while you were building up to this. Alright, yeah. Nah. The fact that its weight is only 1 is fucking weird. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's 8. The last 2 was because I messed up. Oh. There. I'm gonna have to be really picky about what I bring in. There we go.
With honor.
All our lives have led to this moment, that we might dispense justice the gods have afforded us.
Make your peace!
Stand tall. We represent the final chance for this world. Let him test the strength of our bonds.
Chop chop!
Look alive, people. I don't think... I didn't come all this way to fall in the final hour. He doesn't stand a chance. He has the blood of thousands on his hand. If he will not yield, then we will show no mercy. That's what he deserves.
Come on!
He's pushed us together with violence, and now he'll pay the price. Ironic that our collective power will bring his end.
Let go of all fear.
If it's literally everyone, I'm gonna be happy. May this be our final fight, but it will not speak for all of them. It has been an honor to know each of you.
The gods can't help you now!
We're right behind you, Irving, every step of the way. It's time we finish this once and for all. Atlas, Akmos couldn't stop us, neither could Revenant. You won't be any different.
I won't rejoice in destruction.
You're making a mistake. We don't want to kill you, but we will if you leave us with no other option.
Pathetic.
You offer peace for your own conscience. You know I won't accept.
Perhaps I simply think too much of you.
Perhaps you think too little.
Strength is the only path to peace.
Then there will be no peace here today. No. I see my abundance through the ascendance through to the end and leave this wretched world. I wish to grant you all my final respects. Mere months ago, I had thought it impossible that any could interfere with my plans.
So,
You have done so strikingly with striking consistency among the impudent of mortal races. You surely are the best of your kind. And you, Irving, I thought that you might understand the high call of the power to achieve something greater, to transcend this fleeting mortal existence.
I will remember.
I will look fondly upon your memory. If I can use everybody, I'm good. I'm golden. If not, I already have a plan set. Yeah, that's what I figured. I can't have you two. You're too squishy. I can't have you. You're too squishy. I need those three. As much as I would like to have Fenton, I need healers. And right now, I don't have any. I want her in there. She's not going to be helpful for this. There's the paladin. There. So that's 2. Alright. As we get in the rite of ascension. Start.
Can't always hit the mark.
Oh.
Leave it to me.
Benji's always ready.
I will.
Okay, so he does move.
Experience is a fine weapon.
My shield is yours.
I don't like that he moves and then the
Do not
shit
lose
goes
hope.
off. Well, I can't chain him.
The hunt is on!
How can I help? My hard work is paying off.
Jesus.
Coming in hot!
Well, he's not going to regenerate anymore. Oh, that is the cool attack.
This should be fun.
I don't really have a choice.
I knew it would cost everything. Lead the way.
Let's get going.
I like you better over there. It's all falling into place.
Let's get going.
You're just another cur.
Oh, cool.
I've got it.
Good to know.
What'll it be?
Come on.
Father, give me strength!
I should have had more.
How can I assist? Draw near to the light. Effort duly rewarded.
Rekindle your strength.
Yeah, I should have had more healers. If I have to redo this, I'll redo it. He's basically free damage because apparently Furion doesn't think him a threat.
With every shot, progress.
Let me at him!
This should be fun. Benji's always ready. Benji brings the heat!
Damn. Nice.
Oh. Well, he found out his threat.
I came this far.
How can I help?
Rekindle your strength.
I've been saving this just for you! falling into place. In position.
Don't mind me.
Are you sure?
Oh, Garrett absolutely has to be a part of this.
I'm on it. Your end approaches.
You won't feel a thing. Father, give me strength!
Damn. Irving.
Strength is the only path to peace.
I have fought to the end.
This one's on the house.
As you command.
Let's do it. Stay with me!
Father, give me strength!
That explains why the one thing in the corner was hampering our ability to heal, on top of how hard he hits.
One step at a time.
All yours.
Ooh, even better. Basically, I'm just throwing absolutely everything at him.
Stay with me!
I should have waited until...
What'll it be?
This one's on the house.
I will. Father, give me strength!
I honestly don't like that he's super random on what he's going to counter with, because that takes away like every bit of the portion of strategically planning what you're going to do next. It's just throw shit at him and hope it works, which
Can do.
isn't fun.
Don't mind me.
Die!
Like, this is just smack him with a bunch of shit. Go destroy the crystals, go smack him a bunch of shit. This doesn't feel like a good battle to me, in all honesty. This just feels like, well, I hope I fucking win. Like, the battle with,
As you command.
Amura was really good. Because there was 3 of them, and it was really difficult to, like, figure out what he was going to do, but there was, like, you had things you could plan for.
Yield now or die! Not bad, not bad.
And since his accuracy is basically unfoundably good, it doesn't matter what I do.
Let me at him!
Basically, it's like, hey, up until this point, the thing that has helped you the most, the best thing for you, yeah, dodge. What's it now? Oh, we're gonna punish you for having dodge. What? No, what?
Inevitable, but so soon?
All yours. It's all falling into place.
Just continue to throw shit at him. There's literally nothing else I can do anyway. I can't chain him, I can't push him around, I can't disarm him. You know, all the tactics involved are gone. All of them. It is just smack him as hard as you can and hope for the best. That's not a good last battle.
All yours. It's a shame. You're so cute.
hard work is paying off.
Don't mind me. And here I thought I'd
As
see
you
it
command.
all.
Right, his ancient blood is actually going to really help here.
From ember to flame.
Are you sure?
Oh, all right.
Alright, fine.
Don't mind me.
Even if he crits,
You've
he
made
cannot
your
do more
last
than
mistake!
a third of his health. And if he's going to be the focal point of this dude's attacks, this is going to be awesome.
From ember to flame.
Benji brings the heat!
This is probably the first time Benji's allowed to do his full critical thing. And survived.
Smash!
And won! Fuck yeah, Benji.
Please clap.
Oh, Jesus.
You really are lucky to have me.
Yeah, no, she was the MVP. Like, I should have learned a little better, but I'm gonna say I'm not gonna redo that. It is now clear. The end of fate is prepared for me. No, this is the end you chose. To know such power, though no effort on my own. To know such power through no effort on my own. No, Irving. The choice was never mine to make. Maybe not, but your misery doesn't give you the right to gamble with hundreds of thousands of lives. So you say. Lucky for you, it seems your word will be the last. Terra will be better for it. You best hope you're right. Now go, unless you wish to share my fate. I'm not so petty as to thrust it upon you. The world may come to need your strength. Perhaps you really have brought Terra from the brink. And I pray you will never know for certain. So, my destination is unchanged. I am ready, Ethros. Okay. Benji was just the highest across the board. Melon was the best healer. she also traveled the... She almost traveled the most. Yes, Samara was the most traveled. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Astral plane and mortal realm have once again diverged. It has been 36 hours since Emperion's defeat. We've called a meeting of Delian's noble houses. My father is backing it, as are most who opposed Varric's methods. It is secured. It's scheduled to happen a month from today, and many have had fled during recent months to wait out the revolution in safer areas.
Of course.
I suppose it's no surprise in that. Neleus is nice around this time of year, I hear. I've regained control of the House of Villamarin. Monroe and I will be meeting with our advisors on how to proceed.
No time to waste!
Delia can't wait a month to begin healing. Why should commoners suffer while bureaucracy debates?
Naturally.
They won't.
Lincoln, we'd like you to assume Sterling's former role as commander of Delia.
With honor.
I would be honored, Selin. And I am honored that you want that after all we've been through. We also know that while we'll need advisors who represent more than our own interests, we need to begin to rebuild the kingdom. I can't think of no one better suited to Delian's quartermaster than you, Alexa, sorry. About time someone had a good idea. Yours was good too, Lincoln, sorry. So you accept?
I've got it!
Of course I accept. Who else would keep your greedy rump in check? A great many, I suspect. We also have a role for you, Warren, if you are planning on sticking around. Oh.
Guess I'll state the obvious.
There are going to be hundreds of Delian nobles swarming the palace in a month from now. We've no idea where their loyalties lie. We're hoping you would be interested in helping us keeping tabs on things. I see. If I'm understanding, I have a month to consider, yes? 2 weeks. We've got groundwork to lay. I'll think on it. I think rebuilding the kingdom is the right move. You know that you have my support. The question remains whether we have your uncle's support.
It's simply politics.
We're planning on leaving immediately to meet with him. When he hears the full story, he'll understand. You have my word that the war will be ended. He never wanted this war. He wanted to be happy to see it. He'll be happy to see its end. I believe we'll be able to rebuild the friendship of our kingdoms once shared. The friendship our kingdoms once shared. All I need is time. Amora, I trust you will come with us to Oasis. You deserve no less than a full pardon.
Things change.
I am unsure if I wish to live in Oasis again.
You don't need to live there, but it should at least allow us to do right by you. Your legacy in Oasis deserves to be known.
I will join you, at least for a time. Thank you, Princess.
I hate to break up the party, but we should make preparations. War isn't good for safety on the roads, and we have a lot of ground to cover. Of course. Where houses Vermeeren and Vilburian hold sway, you will always have a safe place. We will talk soon, I'm sure. Be safe. Thank you both. Corvin, are you sure you don't want to reconsider coming with us? I'm sure whatever happens with Delius will be historic.
I'm sure of it.
I am quite sure. I don't know where I need to be right now, but it isn't an oasis. I'll write you all, of course. I expect no less. Goodbye, friends. You won't be sticking around, will you?
Not quite.
No. I'm going to Celebris with Liberty and Vesta. I think you should speak with Iris. I suspect she'll want to join you. Isis. I'll seek her out before we leave. Thank you. I'll consider it a personal favor. You're always welcome here, Sodarian. We'll miss you, all of you.
Pace yourself.
Good luck here. You may find rebuilding Delia more difficult than stopping its destruction. I pray that isn't the case. We'll be in touch. You know, Garrick, when I used to tell you that you'd make a great dwarf, I was mostly joking. You'd best stay out of trouble in Everhearth.
Right.
I will. Fenton's been teaching me all about their customs, making sure I know how to be respectful. Worst case, I've got Marin along to keep me in check.
This is fun!
And me to keep you from getting boring. How funny how I'm not the one that needs babysitting anymore. You never were, Eldon. It was always Garrick. We'll miss you, Ivan. I'll miss you all terribly. But we'll see each other again soon. We'll see each other soon, I'm sure. I'll make the trip if you don't.
I'm with you.
Don't worry. I'll hold him to it. Isis, too. We'll make the different, maybe we take different ships next time. Rose, Benji, I pray Red Hill sees a speedy recovery. Thank you again for your aid with us. Thank you again for all you did to help us. Make sure you're recognized as the heroes you are. You didn't even need to say it.
Benji!
You bet, Irving. They'll sing Benji far and wide. All of us, I mean. I pray your voyage is less eventful than our last. You'll need your strength. There's plenty of work left to do. That there is. Don't be strangers.
You're really something.
Wouldn't dream of it, buddy. Holy shit, this epilogue. I'm glad you decided to come with us, Isis. You too, Ellis. I think there's a place for me in the Order, for all of us. It hurts to leave others behind, but this feels right. Ellis and I have never felt welcome, Ethelyn. Maybe in Varen we can change that.
The Eternals.
The Order will take you, or I'll have Alistair's head.
No kidding.
Let's keep that. Let's keep the taking of the heads for a minimum, to a minimum, for a while, eh? I couldn't agree more. It appears we're ready to depart, thanks to one unscrupulous smuggler with a heart of gold.
Whoa there!
Unscrupulous? I'll scroop your louses just fine, thank you very much. Looks like Sarah wasn't lying. Her people kept all humpback in tip-top shape. We're ready to set sail whenever Her Holiness commands.
Brilliant.
Well, no use mucking about Swift Harbor then, is there? I'm eager to report to the Council. I think it would be best for all of us to convene with my father first. There may be information we don't want spreading.
That's correct.
Of course. Faster to the Alistair, faster to a good bath drawn in my own home in Thesper. You really should try to relax while we travel, Irving. You may regret not doing so when
you never get another chance. I suspect I'll live to regret a great deal of things, Aunt Liberty. And what a wondrous thing that is. Definitely a step up from world-spanning annihilation. What a wondrous thing indeed. Sublime! My son arrived any day with enough aspects to level a continent, only to find us locked in an endless deliberation.
What?
We can't make a decision before we get the full story. You and I both know that's not what this is about. Some of our colleagues seem to have forgotten it's actions that solves problems, not words. And we've had problems enough without the largest constellation of aspects since the calamity plopping into our laps. We don't have nearly the numbers we need to do much of anything. We could return to hiding.
No.
No, those days are far behind us now. Gods, let's hope I still remember the words to the rite of initiation. Do me a favor, would you? Fetch me a copy of our charter from the archives. We're going to need all the help we can get. And that is Dark Deity. Apparently I beat it on hero mode? Was I playing on hero mode? Okay, I can't show my cursor. 5 from the left is Monroe. Is he blushing? Or is that just battle scars? Like battle scuffs? And what the fuck is up with Faust? Like, he feels like the most unnecessary character, and even now, what is he doing? Looking right at the camera. Which makes me not want to use him even more. Who'd have guessed out of all of the characters, the combo of Marin and the Grand Blood Elf was the one to stop the dude, because he couldn't do enough damage even with a counterattack, but he was like, the elf was still like top priority for him to deal with. I had forgotten about his ancient blood ability. To all the voice actors who lent their voices to this, I'm sorry I butchered your work. I really am. I tried my best, I really did, for a lot of different things. I am also exceedingly happy with the amount of work that went into the characters, the art, and the character developments, as well as this story. Those elements were great to me. Very few times outside of Faust did I really sit there and go like, that doesn't make any sense, that's a plot hole, or why are you doing that? That's dumb. Most of it was just, oh god, okay, moving on. Alright, awesome. The gameplay, however, it too frequently was just, you might as well had everybody with 1 hit point and just roll the dice to see if their hits land to kill each other. Like, towards the end, that's what it felt like. It wasn't strategic to use certain characters, because some of the mages, even though they only took a minus 10% on damaging you, they still dealt so much freaking damage that it didn't matter. Okay, these are backers. Come on. Like, backers, you know who you are, and I'm sure you've played this game and done this stuff. If you're watching me do it, why? Play it! Like, you have it! You're a backer! if I had my choice set of characters I really enjoyed playing, I really enjoyed Sia. Ellis was really fun. Rose was fun when she had her moment. Eldon and Simone were both really, really fun most of the time. Benji, of course, was the man. The rest were all fun in their time frame, but I have to say, the person who surprised me the most was Irving. Like, dude, clad in armor, but could basically always hit someone, even if they were generally someone so fast that he couldn't hit them. Having my the archer up there on the top row, far left, Sia's, I think his name is. Man, he was fantastic. Kind of makes me wonder if I wanted to go that route with Garrick, but I'm also glad that I went the route I did with Garrick, because he turned out to be really useful in dealing with those crystals in the last area. If I were to change anything about how this game played out, it would have to be 100% have to be, let me have some random missions that I could do to level up my people. Or give me more people. Like, you provide so many possible choices that it didn't feel fair. It really didn't. But that said, I enjoyed all of the characters. As far as playing as them, most of them I enjoyed playing as for the time I had them. A few of them were cool. Faust, I'm glad I never touched him past the one time, because that one interaction with Benji burned my bridge with him. Ford was... He was the closest one to Faust as far as, why are you here? But he explained it really well. I'm here because there's fucking money to be made. And it's like, actually, no, that makes sense. That's it. Hold on. I gotta... Okay, yeah, I did play it on Mortal. Veteran, high... are turned down? No. Campaign customization. Make changes to unit attributes. Player classes will have 0 attributes. Okay. Huh. Okay. Items you receive throughout the game will be fully randomized, will not be randomized. Enemy weapons will be fully randomized within their weapon class. That would be actually cool. Tier equivalent. Oh, tier equivalent would actually be better. Oh, okay. I could make them all power class and just, like, completely overshadow them with just dodging. Recruitment order. Characters join order will be unchanged, will be fully randomized, will be reversed. That would be interesting. Fully randomized, tier equivalent. Units will use a random spell animation when casting spells. That would be funny. Linear. Will increase at a set rate rather than random. Oh my god, yes. Would I be able to do that? Customize the campaign. You know what? Let me know. No. Let me know if the campaign customizer actually works with Deity mode. If it does, if nothing else, I just want linear leveling. I just want linear leveling. I'm sick and tired of dead levels. If you want another episode or many of this where I play through Deity mode, if the campaign customizer works with Deity mode, let me know. If not, oh wait, there's actually one thing. Beach mode! Okay, next episode, we're going through these. Next episode, we're going through those. So, until next time, have fun, be safe, and aloha.